Um,
All righty. My name's Ethan Dunbar. We're gonna do the week nine discussion. I'm the discussion leader. Everyone's here. So, basically, what we're gonna do, I'm assuming everybody read the fun little case study, but we're gonna each get to play one of the following roles. Do you guys have the discussion leader template pulled up out of curiosity?
no, not at the
If
moment, but I
not,
can pull it up.
Okay. If not, it might help because I think we're going to be picking who we're going to represent.
Oh,
Role
okay.
playing, believe.
Yeah, exactly.
Love role plays.
The Fox and the Hound.
Fox and the Hound. I like that movie.
It's a good movie.
All right. So it looks like I have to be Gilbert. I got to be the crappy CEO that wants to uh do I guess the VP of composition. Psych. But I'm him, and so you guys get to pick between Sid, Ruth, Miles, Gus, or Bill.
Who's Bill? I'm kidding.
Bill, he's like a team lead, I think. So you can do him or Gus, Miles, Ruth, or Sid is what the
I'll
choices
be
are.
Ruth. Let me be Ruth.
You want to
You'll
be
be Ruth.
Ruth?
Ruth.
Dang
Baby
it.
Ruth.
He said Ruth is a good name.
I can wait. I can be Gus. Gus
Okay.
Teller.
Gus Teller. Your name's their kid Gus. That's crazy. Diabolical work there. Kiziana, what are you thinking? Who do you want to be?
I'm. It doesn't matter to me. I'm just trying to still pull it up. I
Oh no,
haven't.
you're
I
good.
haven't like. I used my laptop in a couple of days because I do my homework at work, so it's like acting up. But I can be Bill, I guess you can say.
Bill? Okay. Yeah, for
Bill
sure. Let's
Purcell.
do it. Bill
You're the
Purcell.
you're the team leader from Polymers.
Heck yeah. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we get to kind of study for 10 minutes. So we get to go on mute or whatever, figure out the perspective of the person that we've been assigned through the case study. And then we get to kind of act it out and then kind of have our own meeting and our own compensation plan meeting. So it'll be pretty fun this week. I don't think we're not doing just question and answer. So it'll be pretty sick. So if we want to start now, we're at 9:15. We'll do 10 minutes. So 9:25. We'll all come back. We'll do some role play. We'll figure it out, do some brainstorming.
See who has the best plan. That's me.
That's right. That's right. All right, guys, we're just about there.
I'm there.
Sick.
Ready.
Are you? I didn't know if I was okay to laugh at first or not. I didn't know it.
Oh my
This said it would be more
goodness.
fun if we acted like our guys, and I like to imagine Gus Teller as a long black-haired Hawaiian shirt guy.
My gosh. Okay. Love that. Love it.
Oh, that is funny. Okay, sweet. You guys remind me. You're Jared. You're Gus. Ethan. You're who are you? You're Ruth. Ruth,
Yeah, Ruth.
Gus, and Kasiana. You're Bill.
Yeah.
Sick. All right, guys. Okay, let's get into it. All right. So I'm Gilbert. Okay. Well, guys, thanks so much for coming to the Top Cam Pay Committee meeting. So happy to have you guys here. It's a beautiful Monday morning. As you guys know, Sam, our wonderful CEO, has asked me to lead the committee. I worked hard on the initial pay plan, but I realized that no plan will be successful without the support of other employees. I just want to get your guys' input so we can create a pay plan that will be best for everybody and not just higher management. So, what do we think are some good ideas for um pay plans? Gus, you're gonna be the scribe.
On
Um,
it.
you're the goat, Gus. After this, I'm gonna name my kid Gus now. This is great. Okay, so it's saying we have to write it down at least 20 ideas from the group. So I hope we brought our thinking caps because that's a lot of flipping ideas. Yeah. Okay, so what do you guys think? Ruth, Bill? I can go first if you guys want me to. I'll go first since I'm the leader. I'll take the lead here. I think that originally the pay plan, I think it had there were good intentions behind it. I feel like they originally were just wanting to get everybody involved, and if hey they were motivated, then the company's gonna skyrocket. But in reality, that's not the case. I feel like something that I thought of, which is kind of similar to what they had, but not really. Where my dad works, they do this thing called profit sharing, and what they do is every quarter they'll get a check from the company. And it does depend basically on how the company did that quarter. If they had a good quarter, a mediocre quarter, or if they like did really horrible, then they wouldn't get a check. But the profit sharing is not meant to um, replace a portion of the salary. Because I think what this was saying is, hey, they're cutting down the salary to the 70%, and then they're basically having to earn the other 30. This case, they're getting paid a full salary, full benefits, everything like that. But profit sharing is added on top. And I feel like that's a good idea just because it motivates your workers. If workers, I know that I mean we've read case studies before where it says that pay doesn't determine everything, and I definitely agree with that, right? There's other factors that go into wanting to stay at a job, but I feel like pay is up there. Like pay is that's the only reason why we work is for income. And so I think making sure that your employees are well compensated with a plan that makes them excited and makes them say, hey, if we can earn a little bit of extra cash on top of that, with no regards to us, meaning they're not going to lose anything. They have nothing to lose from their original salary, but they have so much to gain. I think that'll help out quite a bit.
I think that's a really cool idea. I think that continues to inspire in the previous plan the idea of working together helps to enhance a company's culture to expect people to excel while also not putting all your expectations on people have to perform to the best of their ability in order for them to receive the pay that they need.
100%.
I'm gonna disagree.
I
Huh?
love it. Okay.
My name's Ruth Gibson. Uh, and what I'm representing the packaging team, and I feel like my team we already showed the improvement. We cut the defects. We sped up the productions of having it shipped out within 4 weeks instead of 4 months. From the other teams, I feel like we're making that 20%. But from this plan that we have, if my team's making that 20%, let's say another team's making 0%, where it's affecting us as a team, it's gonna as a team as a whole, we're gonna be discouraged, we're not gonna be motivated because we're not gonna have the same rewards as a team and have the same unity if it's like this. If my team's putting in the effort, we already shown it. But if other teams are not doing the same thing or not showing that 20%, then it's going to have an effect on my team, and that effect is going to not motivate us, and maybe not. Maybe we'll put those shipments within 4 months. Maybe we'll be just like the others.
Okay. Well, I like it.
Do you have an
Like that.
idea, Ruth, for ways that we can circumvent that? I can write down.
For me, my idea, I'd say there should be a scorecard within the team for
Like an
each.
individualized scorecard, like for each employee
It
itself.
can be, I say for itself, or it can be as a team as a whole, a scorecard of the top four performance and not have the other performances of other teams affect the one team. I feel like there should be, I don't know how many teams there is within this company, but as many teams, a little scorecard.
I like that actually.
And then for
I
me,
like that a lot.
for Mr. Bill, one of my issues is that we have way too many employees, and sometimes it's overwhelming to lead and guide and teach every single person when I have like some good employees having to leave their area to teach new employees, get to know them and have like the next their peer teaching, and then it affects their own job. And my issue is to see if we can, because it would decrease productivity, I think, if I had to keep taking the people who's been there longer to teach the new or the as we get bigger. So my suggestion, I would think, is that we should, instead of making it voluntarily um people training, we should create a team that ends up knowing all the different areas of what the major things that is important for the company, and then they can be the ones that can focus on teaching all the new and all the extra people that we have, and then determine if we need more in certain areas or less in certain areas because they are the ones that knows everything. So my suggestion is to have a main team that comes together and learn all departments, and then they are the ones in charge of teaching others instead of pulling people from the floor to just go and teach other people that I can use that person elsewhere um and to getting things done.
So create a
That's
team
awesome.
to train others
Yes.
and know all departments.
Yes.
Okay.
Smart. I like that. That'll increase productivity. I like that a lot. I had one is actually when Ethan was talking. Um, what was Ethan's again? Remind me, because then that's gonna split free.
My name's Ruth.
Sorry, golly, Ruth. Apologies,
It
Ruth.
was to create a scorecard within the team.
Yes, okay. Ruth, I like that idea. It actually made me think of another great idea. Um, with the scorecard, I think having you got, I mean, different teams, different departments within the company. I say creating an incentive plan every month where, hey, the top three teams, top four teams, top three departments, however you want to split it, they get some sort of an incentive that isn't necessarily pay related. So, for example, it could be, hey, you win a Segway, you win an extra 8 hours of PTO,
Or
you
you win
get
a spa day.
that a spa day. There you go. You get a little like inflatable hot tub. I don't know.
I
You could
like
get a
this
whole
bill,
bunch
guy.
of stuff. You get a whole bunch of stuff. Get an incentives budget going. Get the people going.
Or you can bring in a taco truck.
Yeah, oh, a taco truck. I like
I
that.
like this, Bill. I like this.
Yeah,
Buy
I say we
tacos.
increase the incentive budget. Bruce getting hyped over the taco truck, man.
Oh, I have another idea. Another idea I think is that we have issues communicating between departments. Um, I think we need to have an initiative where it is not required, but we should be able to create a line to understand what is needs to be done and how we can incorporate each other's duties so we can be more effective instead of blaming each other person that, oh, my team is doing good, their team is doing bad. Instead, we're like, oh, what can we improve upon together? What can make it easier, your job easier if we communicate a certain way to make it more effective between each departments? Because right now, there's not much progress from one department to the other. There's always some issues in the middle of that.
Mr. Bill, how does that relate to the pay plan? Or can you relate it to the pay plan so I can write it down?
I think we can have, for the pay plan. Well, one, it's part of your job. You should be able to communicate already. It's not an increase
That was
of your
great.
pay bill. Um, it's just more effective to see it, because we have initiative of which team is doing good. We can probably have, um, because see if people want to transition and have a career path of, oh, this area I'm doing okay, they can transition to another area within the company and grow within the company. Because I don't think right now we have growth for individuals. So I would think we can have something to enhance employees' ability to grow. And we can do that with being able to talk with one another and share things like that too. But I don't think there should be a pay of us communicating. We should be able to learn how to do that as we partook of this job.
Okay.
That was awesome, Bill. Something that you said actually made me think about something was the communication aspect, but kind of in a different way. I feel like in some pay plans, and I don't know if this is how it is for everybody, but this is how it is for me. Like if I'm scrolling on Indeed or whatever, and there's a job for salary $50,000 a year, but then it says you have uncapped. It's one of those like uncapped potential things where it's like you can earn a ton of commission on top of that, and your average salary, and they give you like a broader range of like 80K to like 250K, like something astronomical, like an astronomical range. And I feel like a lot of people, genuinely, when it comes to their pay, their salary, everything like that, I feel like they want to be able to have it communicated just really nice and easy over. I don't think, like at least for me, I wouldn't want a lot of guessing or having to crunch the numbers every month. Like people just want to know what they're going to get paid, just flat out and simple. And so another idea I have is just keep it the exact same in just a plain and basic term where it's like everybody just gets a market salary where hey, you've got a data analyst job and usually the market's right around 70K on what we pay in this area and stuff like that. So that's what you're making is 70K. And I feel like that just leads to a lot of transparency where it's like, hey, it's just transparent pay. It's like, look, market 70K, I'm getting paid 70K, everybody's happy. And there's no, oh, well, why didn't I get paid this? Or now we're having to do all this random spreadsheet crap to try to calculate how much everybody makes. It's like just pop in 70K, the employee makes 70K, everybody's happy, everybody's simple, we can just move on. So that's
And
another
another
another idea.
thing I think our company to do as it grows, we should be able to do what Walmart does, being able to have employees invest in the company and have stocks and stuff like that. And if they choose to buy the stocks and sell it and things, but only have initiative that you have to be an employee to end up having that initiative to get stocks in the company as we grow.
I
That could
like
be
that. Like a
another.
good benefits plan attached to it.
Yes.
Nice. All right. Okay. Well, does anybody else have any other incredible ideas that they are just itching to share?
A
We're
good
at six
401k
ideas.
plan.
If I can say
Oh,
something, we're at
yeah.
six. We need 20. Uh, I think if I looked at it right in our discussion leader thing, um, we don't need a description of what the idea is. We just need an idea, and we'll go through. In the next step, we'll go through each one to talk about the pros and cons of it.
Oh, okay.
So just start
That's sick.
saying ideas.
Spitballing.
I wrote down the
Okay.
stock options one. That was the last one.
What we got so far?
We got profit sharing, scorecards within teams,
Oh,
create a
we should
team
do
to
cheer.
train others, an
We
incentive plan that is not pay related, increase communication, and I added so people know what they're getting paid, and stock options. Okay, Mr. Bill, go ahead.
This is something
We
I don't
can.
I
Mm,
necessarily agree or care about, but I think we should have a or something of a team building activity outside of work.
How does
Could
that
be
work
an
for a pay
idea.
plan?
Mm. Oh yeah, we had to all have it for pay plan. Hmm.
Yeah. That's
I
the
like the team
hardest part
building
about
idea though.
this.
I'd
Uh,
say this is my idea. 80% flat rate, they get paid the salary within the year. Then the 20% goes into like raffles or bonus pays.
I like
there
it.
you
Okay.
go.
It's
Bonus
like
pay.
My s-
Yeah.
a little gambling.
speaking of
80%
gambling,
salary, 20% raffle, 20% raffle.
Yeah, 20%
yeah, I think so.
raffle.
Yeah.
Or
Nice.
also,
Raffle or like yeah, raffle.
you can
I
also
like
have
it.
something that percentage to be towards school. If someone wants to go to school, we can have benefit plan to put in place to help them financially.
What would the percentage be?
Probably not a huge number because we're not making a lot right now.
50%.
50%. We're all poor.
Uh, probably we can say 1,500 for the whole year of school maximum. I don't know, just throwing out a number.
1,500 towards school.
But
I think what we should.
it's based on performance and it's based on letter of recommendation of your leaders.
Okay.
Smart. I like that. I have two. I have one that's like kind of dumb, and I have one that's like actually realistic. We should have one where employees can either do a double or nothing with their salaries for the year. They'll meet with their supervisor, and they can roll the dice, and they can either do double or nothing, and they either get double what their salary is supposed to be, or they get nothing, and they work the entire year for free. Um, that's one. It either costs the company millions. It's honestly, it'll probably even out, but it makes life a lot more exciting.
Hold on.
Um,
We don't have
yeah,
to talk about pros and cons yet.
Just
yeah,
throw
I
it
guess
in.
no.
Just throw it
Um, my
in.
s- my second idea that I had that was more of a realistic idea is having quarterly, um, if you do quarterly reviews, you can get a 1% bump on every review till the end of the year. So by the end of the year, you can have up to a 4% bump. But then when the year hits, you can get a salary bump itself, but then that percentage resets or whatever.
Is
And
that
so,
based on performance?
yeah, just performance based.
Okay.
I got another idea. We can do 70% guaranteed, 15% individual, and then the 15% is a team.
Okay. 70% guaranteed.
15 individual, 15 team.
Mm.
Okay.
Oh, I like that.
Another thing that the company could provide is to create. This is I like the whole benefits and retirement stuff. So it's to create a treasury account with the government and teach people that if you put a certain amount of your paycheck into it, you are able to get bonds and teach them how to use that for a benefit thing.
So are you thinking
Because,
like ha having people open up a Roth IRA
yeah,
or doing like a 401
okay,
401k matching?
yeah. Oh, yeah, we do a matching of the 401k.
I can put both of those in.
Yeah,
Those are two separate ideas, I think.
yes.
Sweet. What are we at now? Ideas. Ideas
13.
was it?
We need
13.
seven
Okay.
more.
Seven more. We can do it. Mhm.
What is something you always wanted? Mm.
Mhm.
Ah,
Get rid of pay completely and put everyone on stipends that automatically pay for houses, groceries, cars, and miscellaneous.
that sounds
Okay.
nice.
Yeah,
You
that
don't
sounds
get paid
great.
for
It
any
just it just means the company
owns
pays
you.
your mortgage every month.
Oh, that's good.
The company owns you.
The company owns you. Good stuff.
Oh, you could be like Costco, create housing units and then something downstairs for the company. So, yeah.
I think a simple one that we could do is we could get paid weekly. Do like
Oh,
a
instead of
weekly,
bi-weekly.
yeah, or give employees an option on pay periods. They could get paid weekly, bi-monthly, or even monthly, just depending on what
Mm.
they want. So they can kind of customize their pay plan.
Another thing we can do is to have pay in advance. Like if something crazy happens in their lives, they can request a pay in advance of their paychecks.
Okay, one
Oh,
second,
that's
no
smart.
more. I gotta finish writing these down.
That's
Okay, no problem.
dangerous. Imagine like a 3 month that you pay them and they get hurt. Like
Yeah, you're out. You're owed three
that's
months.
like Zion Williams.
But there's a process you had to go through. You had to make sure you guys show documentation of the reason why you need pay in advance. But we could talk about the pros and cons of that after we finish all of the 20.
True.
Okay, the last one I got was giving employees the opportunity to decide when they get paid. And then what was the one after that,
I
Bill?
said a pay advance.
Oh yeah, pay in advance. Okay.
How many is that?
16.
Oh.
Okay, four more. Four more. Let's think.
Mm. A phone plan.
Okay.
Phone plan,
Yeah, a company
automatic
phone.
through the company.
Yeah.
That would rock like a T-Mobile phone plan
Yeah.
or like
That
a
would
Connect Cricket wireless.
Oh,
That's what I'll go with.
you can create an app for like passport discounts throughout the city that you could the company has connections and the employees can connect them and their families on an app and they can get discounts like 30% off sneakers or something like that. Just different or like a discount at the gym.
50% off Domino's.
Yeah. It's like
Yes.
something like that.
got
Speaking my
excited.
language.
Yeah, it's like
App
a
that gives employees discount.
discount passport company thing we can do.
Gus, I just realized you changed your shirt and you put on a tie to match the attire.
Yeah, she sure
I
did.
just realized that. I didn't realize you genuinely got all dressed up. Bonus points goes to Gus. That's peak.
Mm, we should be
Gus scared
having
me.
no. Mm.
Wait, you just
Say,
noticed
I
We
that?
should
say,
do
Yeah,
an
yeah, you would like lean back
employee.
and I was like, hang on a minute. It's
We
like
should
good
do
stuff.
an employee of the month, and whoever wins the employee of the month gets an incentive for something.
I got an idea because of Kaziana's background. I'd say 90% guaranteed, and then the 10% of the whole company, whoever has the best like evaluations or whatever, the best team out there, a trip to the Bahamas.
Ooh, I like it.
Dang.
And then whoever has the worst should be terminated.
Dude, if my company offered that, I would be in there 24/7 making sure it is pristine for a trip to
Dude,
the
there it is
Bahamas.
right there. It's a winning,
To the
it's a winning one.
Bahamas.
Okay, that was 90% salary, 10% of all company earnings to the team for a
To the
trip to
Yeah,
the
special
like a
guys.
Bahamas.
Bahamas or like a cruise.
Okay.
Good
I like
week.
that. I say people just keep their same salaries, but the company goes in and every month everyone gets to do a lotto scratch off ticket for free on the company. And then you guys can all pull together and get some good company morale in there.
That's
See if we
great.
can win something. A little
Okay, we're
scratch off
good.
pack.
That
No
is,
way.
with that last one, that's 21.
Dubs. Sweet. Okay, guys. So now we're gonna go through each idea. We're gonna do pros and cons. We'll include it in a discussion which of the employees will be happy or unhappy with each option. Um, so yeah, we'll just want to go through each one. Jared, what was our first one on the list that we're doing pros and cons for?
Profit sharing. The company does well,
Profit
the
sharing.
employees get a check. If they
Cool.
don't do well, then they don't.
What do we like about that? What do we dislike about that? What do we think?
I think it's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
Only when the company's doing good. But wait, which how put much percentage? You might have that initiative of what, oh, if you work this much and the company do well, you can get like 20% of commission, but actually you get like five, like 10, 20, I don't know, a small amount of money.
I think with profit sharing, how it works is it's distributed to employees. It's using like they have like a formula for it. And so I mean they could do a couple different methods. It could be equal shares, so it's like everybody, regardless of your position, if you're super high up or if you're like just an entry level, you're all getting the same amount. Or you could like base it on salary, you could base it on your position, performance, whatever. And so you could do it
I think a
either
con of
way.
that is that if you're not careful as the company gets better, you don't want to spend too much money on if you especially have a big uh employee base that the amount of money you profited you lose because you're paying everyone. So that can be a con of losing the earnings you gained by paying everyone the incentives.
That's true. That's definitely something they would have to consider. That is a good point. Like you'd have to make sure that you're not overdoing it because then at that point it's like, well, why are we even working if you're not even going to be able to eat after? So that's great. Does anyone else have any thoughts on that first one, or can we move on?
I think it's a good thing. Uh, Nick Saban is well known as a football coach for being one of the most dominant of his time, and it's because he demanded perfection from his team, and they demanded perfection from each other. And in the same way, I think the profit sharing would encourage all of us to demand perfection from each other so that we can all earn more money and go to the CFB National Championship, just like Nick Saban did with his team over and over and over.
Gosh, that was great, man. That's a good contribution. I love that. Thank you.
I feel like
That was
Bill
awesome.
is
I'm
Mr.
inspired.
What was your name? Gus. It's just like I'm just here with the flow.
This is vibing.
Yes, he
I
is
love it.
100%.
Okay. What did we have for the second idea?
It was scorecard within the team.
Recover within the team.
Well, a
Okay,
con
pros or
of
cons?
that, if people are very petty and they don't like a fellow coworker, it can have the opposite of um it actually doing better than no, it will hurt more than it could do better for employees. Because not all people are nice.
That's true. Not all people are nice. I think it could. I think it could be good. I think in theory, it's got the same idea as all these other ideas about profit sharing and incentives and stuff like that, but it's a lot cheaper way to do it. And so maybe instead of paying out a $5,000 check to every employee that works there, I mean that gets pretty costly pretty fast. It's like, look, pop a $500 Segway up there, a $200 Lululemon gift card, and everyone's still goes crazy over it. And so
Or you
you
could
could
just say
still
for that month, whoever they vote was the better teammate that month, they can, limit the amount. It's not everyone, but limit the amount of people who win. So, oh, the first five top people wins that this month. So it's more the
totally. Yeah.
initiative. Like next month, let's see who will be the top.
Yeah.
I like the
No, I love that.
scorecard. I think it promotes competition. I think competition is a great way of making it kind of like a game to incentivize teams to work harder and faster. And
Oh,
I
and
don't
then
remember
and then you got
Ruth
to make
was
sure.
there.
You got to make sure the people who is scoring everything are fair for everyone because we have some things with these initiatives where even though people's names goes up there, they don't get chosen because they feel they're not the proper person to be at the top. So you got to have fairness in it too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Gus, you can continue.
Thanks. Ruth, was there like what was the incentive for the scorecard? Was it just a way to like bragging rights? I'm the
Yeah,
best.
the bragging rights, to get like the full rewards. Let's say if the I don't know, like a Crumble $50 card to split within the team or $10 Crumble within the team, and um I'd say as a whole, as like each team, if they don't get the 20%, if they're not fulfilling their goals, then it would just no one gets it. I feel like it's just those rewards should be within the team instead of sharing it as a whole.
Okay.
That's great, Ruth. I like that. Say, how
Idea,
many? Holy smokes! How
idea
many do
three.
we have?
We're on number three.
Oh boy. Maybe we should make these like 20-second pro and con so we can
I
get
agree.
through it. 'Cause,
Let's
hmm
do it.
I mean, we'll be here all night. Okay,
Yep.
what do we got next?
Create a team to train others and know all departments.
Okay. I think pros, everyone gets trained. So it's a good thing.
Cons, sorry, Bill, I don't know how this relates to the pay plan unless it's combined with like the scorecard for the other team.
Well, that's true. Hmm.
I think it's something that would have to be combined with one of our other ideas to make sure things are fairly shared.
Fairly sure, but it's because obviously your pay will go be you will have a certain pay for having to know all the departments and stuff like that. So your pay will probably will increase as you, but you also have to interview for it to see if you're the right person for it. It will be like another job position. Um, that will have an increased pay because you will have to know all departments. So the initial payment is more of like higher role, which increase pay for that role type
I
of
will
thing.
say, I did feel as you were talking, you were kind of alluding to it, but you didn't actually say it. Talked about how there are a lot of employees, and it felt like you were getting at firing a good chunk of people. And I think that could be that would definitely influence the pay plan quite a bit. People's
Yes.
I think
salaries
that
would
could be
definitely
exciting.
increase.
Yes. I mean, like focus on those that you feel that would do great to teaching others, and then evaluate if this person is worth working in the company or not, based on performance of the training, or if the people are willing to learn the aspect of their job.
Cool. Sweet. I
Next
like it.
idea, incentive plan that is not pay related.
I kind of feel like we already touched on that a little bit, but
Okay.
I think it helps bring budget costs down. Overall, employees are still happy. Win-win.
I agree.
Idea five, increase communication so people know what they're getting paid.
I think that should be on a company website of any and every job and what it is, so people can know right away and what they're getting paid.
Yeah, I think it helps with not customer, employee satisfaction so that they know what they're getting paid is fair. And they know that
Especially if
they're
they
going to
want to
get
grow
paid
within
that.
the company, they want to be like, oh, what is my salary right now? Oh, what could it be then if I got that position?
Yeah,
Okay, number six, stock options.
Stock options, I think, is a great thing to have for employees, meaning like it's like a specialty, like you feel special as an employee because you're able to invest in your own company and be able to make a difference with your money.
I'd say the only con, we're a small company and we're penny stocks, so
It's high risk, high reward.
That's true.
I like it. All right, a little bit of opposition. Good stuff. Ruth coming
Okay,
in. Sweet.
number seven, we got 80% salary, 20% raffle.
Just give me
I
the
think that's
all
I think that's pretty
100%.
good.
Just give me all
Yeah,
100% salary.
I don't know, Bill. I think that's a win in my book. I think it
if
keeps
I'm
life
seeing I'm
exciting.
seeing
It's
if I'm
like,
seeing a MacBook on the table on the raffle, I'll be happy.
yeah.
yeah, that's right.
No, if have a trip to Jamaica, that would make me. I'm kidding.
Little high risk, high reward situation.
Okay, number eight, $1,500 towards schooling based on performance and recommendations.
Yeah, I think that's an all pro. I don't really have a con with that. I think that's great. Diversify it up a little bit. That's good.
People
Yeah.
might say it's not enough because school is expensive, but you also got to think about it's costly for us as a company, to even
Can't get
offer
greedy now.
scholarship. We can't be
Yeah.
too greedy. At least it's something.
I don't think a
Yeah,
lot of
that is,
companies will usually pay for a full tuition. I think like it's super common, like partial and stuff like that. So I think what we'd have with that is great.
I also think though, like the top company that we work for is a prominent chemical, what is it, a plant?
Hmm.
We're developing chemicals. It is going to be very hard to get hired if you already have it, if you haven't been schooled already or attended some sort
Mm.
of schooling institution. I am assuming a lot of the chemists, even lab technicians, and even probably even salesmen in many ways are at least have a bachelor's degree.
But you also have some probably smaller roles that's not just the main roles, I
Right.
would think, in a company like packaging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's more for like the smaller guys than the bigger guys to
Right.
keep them motivated to continue working in the packaging area until they able to finish up what they want to do in school and stuff.
Okay,
That is
next one.
sweet. Yeah, let's do it.
Nine, double or nothing with your salary. I
Nope,
love
I
this one.
it's a great
I do
risk, but
too.
I can't imagine not having being working for free because I didn't win that raffle. I
But
can't
imagine
risk
if you
that.
double it. What if you double
Exactly.
it? And you're the highest paid intern in the universe.
Where
I'd say what would be good on that one is you pick the percentage you want to give, though. It's not a
Okay,
certain. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I like that.
yeah, that'd
You
be
know what?
better
Ruth
than
coming in
just a
here with a
hundred
wonderful
percent.
idea. I like that.
I give
Way to go.
10% of it.
That could, I mean, 10%. That could be a lot.
Yeah,
That could be a lot.
double or nothing. If you win, it's
It's your tithing
20%.
money that's going away,
Yeah.
or you're doubling it. There you go.
Yeah.
Okay, next one.
Do it.
Quarterly reviews, 1% increase based on performance. 1% increase in salary based on
So
performance.
like raises each. Yeah, I
Yeah,
always think
quarterly
raises are
raises.
important for any role that you have.
Yeah, I think it's a pro. I think it keeps people happy. I think it keeps people content to know that even if it's a temporary thing, like they're growing. They're
And
seeing improvement.
motivated to keep giving their best. They know they'll
Yeah.
get a raise with it. Okay, next one.
Okay.
70% guaranteed salary, 15% going to the individual, and 15% going to the team, all based on performance. I'm
I
assuming that
like
was
that.
yours, Ruth.
Ruth, that was a good one. I feel like that incorporates kind of exactly what the original OG pay plan was supposed to do, but it makes it a lot smaller of a risk, but it still makes you want to be better, it makes your team want to be better, and it makes you want the company to do better. So I think that's a pro. Of
I appreciate that, guys. Let's move on.
course, Ruth, anything for you, man.
I
But
think
I
a
don't know,
con would
Ruth.
be a lot of people
I,
would be upset to lose 15% if their team sucked.
That's
yes.
That's
true.
true. The dude that's dragging them down is about to get beat up.
So you drag down your whole team. Because
Yeah.
15% of your
remember,
salary is a lot.
It
yes,
helps. It helps build up culture, though. That's the pro.
remember
Oh,
that all of
nice.
us are not a
Oh,
hundred
no.
percent perfect individuals and 100% get along with each other. So sometimes that could be difficult. Sometimes some of us are just burnt out and don't do our best at work. So that can
Love that
also
name.
be an
I
issue.
need more.
Huh?
It's gonna
What?
be you're gonna become classically conditioned to always give your best at work.
I think
Okay, I'm gonna do the next two together because I think they go together. It's
Cool.
401k matching and training on how to use Roth IRAs, get involved in bonds and stocks.
because do you know with each and every major company, the way they pay the employees matches is by invested in treasures and bonds and the because those are the safest way to get money. It's not high risk places. So I just learned about this. Treasury bonds are really important with how companies pay the employees the matching of their 401k plans. So
No, that's great.
you might as well teach the employees how to do it and give them the employees more motivation to actually want to continue to work and learn because it's a benefit that they can gain by just being an employee.
Okay. Sweet. I like it. All right, what's next?
Your company owns you, they pay for all your bills for you, and give stipends for miscellaneous things.
Now I'm okay. I like my choice of doing whatever. Like, and I'm very independent. I don't like putting it in other people's hands of what my life.
Bill, imagine never touching a bill for the rest of your life.
But what happens if I lose this job? I have nothing after the end of it.
You got stipends for the that you can cash.
So a stipend, if yeah, you guys are paying for my house, but the house is not in my name. So if I lose my job, where am I going to stay? Obviously, I'm going to have to move out. And
You'll sleep on your office couch
Exactly.
underneath your
uh,
desk, fetal position.
it's a great idea. It is a wonderful idea as long as you know if I can keep my job guaranteed. If I do continue doing a good job. But this market and stuff over time, this type of thing would be hard for every single employee. Our company is small, so it won't be able to afford these type of things for our employees and every single one we have. So that's just my one concern is how we're going to do it in a way.
So I'm gonna mark that as a great idea and we can move on and
Yeah.
just kidding.
It's not a good
Okay.
idea.
The next one is give employees the opportunity to decide when they get paid. Examples given were weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, once a year, etc.
I think you should just have two options, either bi-weekly or weekly. Because remember, the one who's paying them is HR, and that'd be too much of a hassle for them to have to calculate, oh, this person wants to get paid this time, or monthly, or 2 months. So just determine which one is it, weekly or bi-weekly.
Keep it simple. I like that. I agree with
Me
Kazi on
too.
that, especially with
I
the
agree.
HR.
Okay. Next one is pay in advance.
I don't like that. The con is It's like a contract with they get hurt. Let's say snowboard, I don't know, skateboard accident. Let's say
What
if you
if
paid
you
three
owe
months in
them?
advance of the employee, that's high risk on the company.
Yeah.
That's a no-go.
You owe
There
them and
are
then they
other
ghost you.
companies already that offer that service where they'll loan you that money until you
Yeah,
get
it's
hurt
called
and then
a
you pay it back.
loan. Yeah, you're gonna have to pay it back. Or if it's you're not working, usually you pay back by working, but if you just quit your job right after, you sign a contract saying the company loan it to you. So it's kind of technically, you either way you had to end up paying back if you're not working for it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
it's a great idea. The great many companies offer it for their employees, but it's a very like initiative contract that you had to get yourself into in order to do that, and you had to get it approved first through your supervisor.
Okay,
Right.
next one is an automatic phone plan through the company.
I'd say it could get tacked on the benefits. I think it's a pro.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think it will come out. It's people can volunteer saying that it's gonna cost if everyone gets it for free. So we're gonna have to make a plan. Like if they decide to want to participate in the company's phone plan, a certain amount, a little, not a huge amount, but a certain amount of money will come out each paycheck. To help help the company pay for the phone plans for each and every person. You know, for cost.
Yeah, that's great. Yeah.
It'd be at a
Right. How many more
discounted
do we have
rate,
left?
but
We
yeah.
got a minimum of three.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Got it,
next
guys.
is an app that gives employees discounts, typically around the city. I
I
think we've
think
all
nothing
said.
but pros to that.
Any
Sweet. Yeah, I'm
cons?
great with it.
No?
Depending
Great.
on the state where you live at, there might not be
Okay,
Domino's.
that's true.
There might not be
That
dominoes.
is true. Okay, next is employee of the month plus incentive. Gets an employee of the month gets some sort of incentive.
I
I
agree.
like
It
that.
gets people going. It gets them motivated. I like that.
That's right.
Okay.
Sweet, guys. Right.
We got, I'll just do the last two at the same time.
Okay.
Number 20 was 90% salary, 10% of all company earnings for the best team to go on a trip to the Bahamas. Phenomenal idea.
Phenomenal.
I think that's
Bahamas.
incredible.
That was a fantastic one. And
Ruth,
then
you're
the
promoted.
last one was everyone
Good.
gets full salary plus part of the company earnings to go towards lotto tickets. Is that what it was? Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Little fun team
Pros
bonding
right
there.
there.
We're bringing Vegas to you. Okay. Sweet. Guys, we did it. Um, we are we are now we're now no longer Gus is no more. Okay. Um, what do you think is the best approach out of all 20? What do you think is the number one? I think it was the vacation idea. I thought that was peak.
I'm
I-
all for that.
I
I
am
agree.
too.
100%
It's
all
something
for
unique.
that.
That's new. I like it.
Bahamas.
I
Bahamas.
also like the one with about the 401k and treasury and teaching people how to properly use that for themselves.
Okay.
Yeah, I like it. Okay, sick guys. Um, I think we're all set. We for sure hit an hour, so I think we're good to stop recording.
Okay.
Woo!
This was a
Uh,
long call.
hold on, hold
Yeah,
on. Let me get to it. Let me get to it.
okay.